Head coach Clinton Mylymok joining me right now. And coach, a big 4 points up in New Hampshire this weekend. What was your takeaway from the team's performance?
I thought it was really good. I thought Dean's was really good on the first half of the first period and on Friday and kept us in it, to be honest. We had a slow start, but particularly good at managing pucks, and he was there for us, and so that was huge. And same thing with Gatto. I had a really strong game for us on Saturday. So both goalies were good, and then obviously it's nice the special teams. I think we were really good on the PK, and then I had the goaltending to match that. And then I thought our special teams helped us in the first game, and then was there also for the second game. So yeah, they were pretty relentless. It's pretty impressive when you realize you went to Maine the prior week and then come back. It's a short practice week. We're on the road again, as Willie like to say, and we're in the same spot almost where we were the week before. So for them to come out with those points is impressive.
And you guys getting 13 goals up there and just kind of passing it around too. Not many guys hogging the goal scoring thing. That's got to help you too, I guess, going further in the season to know you have that scoring depth.
Yeah, it's nice to score 6 or 7 goals, and then for us having everyone involved. The first game we had different scores, I think, for all of them, and then I thought a guy like Smitty, he obviously he gets all the accolades, but his compete and his drive and his passion for the game is always high. But I thought his leadership was really good, and yes, he produced, but he was into it, man. He was battling, getting into it with people. You need that. You need guys that when you're on the road and it's your 4th road game, in a row. You need guys that have that passion and treat it like it's the first game of the year almost, right? You're excited. And I thought he set the tempo for that. And we're missing guys too. I mean, we had guys, some very good players sitting here at home for whatever reasons that they had. And so to get the depth and some guys, some playing time, a bit more ice than usual, it just shows even on Saturday, we just mixed our lines the whole game just to get them used to playing with each other. And I thought we had 2 similar results, and that's important.
Yeah, especially for that response to switch it up like that and be able to see what different guys can do there. And I mean, when you look at what's going on in this 5-game winning streak, I mean, we talk winning streaks most of the season, but has this team kind of turned a corner after that little dip there?
Yeah, I thought that little dip was a few things. It was getting used to playing a lot of games in a short period of time, getting used to each other still, and then getting over each other instead of worrying about he didn't do what I wanted, or I think there's growing pains every year. It's a new team with a lot of new players. So I think there's still an adjustment period that's going to happen with new players. But I thought being selfless, being a good teammate, and focusing on your teammates in a way of pushing them and propping them up instead of being negative. Not that they were overly negative, but it wasn't I think the bench is a real important thing too, right? How do you talk to your teammates? And that's anything in life. The message is great, but how did you deliver the message? It's your tone of voice. It's is it just negative, or do you follow it up with something positive? The art of communication is really important, and keeping guys, especially guys that are maybe new to our program, making sure they're comfortable in their surroundings and understanding criticism is part of it from the coaches, but also their teammates. But also, can we build them up? So I think leadership was something was a bit different as a group. And they winning always makes everyone friendly with each other, but we're winning, and all of a sudden you get stuck. And I think the way we play and what we've done is we make teams hungry that we play, and that's what I think guys getting used to that too, knowing that, man, we don't get a break, and you don't get a break because you have a good program with good players, and coaches, I think, have to be really prepared to play us, and they see it on their calendar. Every weekend is important, but they know when they're playing Maryland. And Danbury did a good job when we played them last time. They felt they had the secret to how to beat us, and they split that series. And our job is to prove to them this weekend there is no secret. When we play our game, it doesn't matter what you do, and that's the beauty of it. It comes down to the players, doesn't it? But I think that was a difference. The players took charge and just decided kind of with their leadership group, it's on us. We need to do our systems better. We got to be better communicators on the ice, and we got to hold each other accountable. And I thought that's been a difference too. And when you have a good stretch, there's usually your leadership group.
And you talk about your leadership group the past 2 weeks. 2 of those leaders, in Josh Burnett with Long Island University and Owen Drury with Stonehill College, committing the 55th and 56th commits from in team history. For you as a coach to kind of see it from the beginning and see all these guys commit, how does that feel for you to see these guys move on to these spaces?
Yeah, I mean, I had no idea it was that many, but we do take pride in it. And I know when our scouts talk to players and agents, like they like to point to the fact that we are our program where you can get commitments, and even in the, in the changes with the NCAA and the portal and all that stuff, like we're still getting numbers and getting traction, and it's different. There's maybe different schools, but the CHL and NCAA have flipped amateur hockey on its head, and what we think is if you're a good program, you're a good program, and we still have very good players to sell, and I'm really excited for Frenny and Drew, like our two of our leaders. Two guys that came here because they felt like this is a good spot to get that commitment if I do the right things, and they've really bought in to our structure and our culture and help enhance it and build it, to be honest. And they're two big pieces, literally and figuratively, of our program, and so more than excited. It's always fun when kids text you or call you, and we know that there's something coming, but we don't know when. So when it does happen, I know it's a weight off their shoulders too, and their families.
Yeah. And Danbury this weekend, you mentioned how tough they played you. What's been, what have you guys been working on practice to kind of make sure you get 4 points out of the weekend?
We're just trying to keep building our game. Like we have our thought process and our philosophies in all three zones. So we're just tidying things up every week, and then we identify. Ashton does a good job of when we talk about, hey, we want to see these clips, and what did you think, and can you get us something that we can look at? Then we try and find a few things throughout the week that is not the same thing every week, but it's like something we teach through video, and it could be defensively or even face off. So we always give them something new, some new challenges, and we take what we've done and try and add to it and try and get to phase 1 to start, then 2 and 3, and try and keep building. So by the time we get to the home stretch, teams have no idea what we're doing. It's not that different, but there are tweaks and twists that we can add to it. And that's the fun part, and we've got the group to do it. So that's all we've been doing, just working on our game and being aware of what makes Danbury successful and understanding how we have to play against them.
What's on the Thanksgiving plate for you?
I mean, turkey is always, the starting point, but I like the fixings, the trimmings. Like the good gravy is important. You want some. I don't eat a lot of mashed potatoes unless I'm home for the holidays. But mashed potatoes are always good. I've heard guys talk about gravy, so I just think I like to put it all together and mix it up. People have separate, they eat it separate. I just think a good Thanksgiving dinner has got all the trimmings together.
So you're a big fan of all the turkey dinner stuff.
Yeah, you get the stuffing, you get the vegetables, cranberry sauce, the gravy. It's always all of it together is good for me.
Head coach Clinton Mylymok.